Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Stardust Fairy. Today I have a video for Cancer placements. Please take only what resonates. So I'm just going to jump right in and see what you guys have going on. I just want to thank your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for allowing me to connect with you. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. So yes, let's see. What messages do we have for Cancer? What messages do we have for Cancer? The Hangman. It's given get out. Get out of a situation. You already know what to do. So don't get stuck somewhere that you don't need to be at. That's what I'm seeing. To not get stuck where you shouldn't be at. Let's see. What do we have for Cancer? Seven of Pentacles. Maybe you guys are planning to get out of a situation. You're building your way up. You know what you have to do. You see things for what they really are. You for sure could have been enlightened about something, and now you're making the right moves, the right decisions. Okay, what messages do we have for Cancer? The Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working in silence. You're committed to your vision, your goals, and you're not stopping until you do what you have to do. So that means if you have to stay behind the scenes, you're going to stay behind the scenes. You see something and you're going for it. And it might be for sure something that you enjoy doing. Like you're working and doing something that you love to do. All right. You're putting in a lot of hard work. And then you go from the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to see the results from what you're doing. And yeah, it is a good idea to remain quiet about what you want or what you're working towards. It for sure is. What message do we have for Cancer? The 5 of Cups. Somebody could be upset that you're not spending time with them, or you're not giving them as much attention as they want. Well, you're working towards something, or you have responsibilities. When you have responsibilities, yeah, you have to manage your time wisely. It's not like you can be up somebody's ass 24/7. Somebody expects you to be up their ass all the time. Like, no. What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? The 4 of Wands. Somebody could also be mad that a connection with you did not work out. It's like they had it all planned in their head that they was gonna be with you. Y'all was gonna be a happy family. Y'all was gonna get married. Da 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 da. And it didn't work out that way. I mean, I feel like you also seen that you and somebody just were not on the same page, the same wave, and also somebody is just rushing. They trying to rush into some shit. So somebody could have made you ghost them. That's what I'm giving. You could have ghosted somebody and yeah, somebody's disappointed that you're not around anymore when they thought more of a connection or a situation, but y'all were definitely on two different wavelengths. Somebody had way higher expectations for what was going to happen, but when you tell somebody what you're doing, what you see for yourself, and they don't get the hint that you're not ready for such and such, then I don't know what to say. I don't know. Were you leading this person on? Somebody could feel like you led them on. Like it was good till it wasn't. What else do we have for Cancer? The 7 of Cups. Well, you have options, so this really doesn't matter to you, I see. If you did fall out of a connection with somebody, it just seems like you're moving on to the next. Not to say you're actively pursuing people, but it's just like you have options. So if something didn't work out with somebody, you're going to keep it pushing. You're not going to dwell over what it was, because it definitely could have been something that made you peep like, yeah, me and you, this is not going to work. But again, I am seeing you working towards something. So you're working towards something so that you can have options to do what you want to do with your life. You're trying to build stability, right? You're trying to gain something in your life, you know, you're working towards. Let's see. What else do we have for Cancer? The 5 of Wands. This came out for Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you were dealing with a Scorpio. But to me, this is like somebody just trying to choose different methods and ways to start with you. So maybe somebody just was very negative or something like that, and you had to get away from them. You gotta get away from somebody that's like a pessimist. They just never have anything good to say. It's all dark and gloomy. It's always like, woe is me. And meanwhile, you're over here trying to make the best out of your life. So you don't want to be around doom and gloom type of people. That's what I'm seeing. You would rather see the better in life because you've been through your dark times, your dark moments. So once you've gone through that, you don't want to stay in those dark places if you can avoid it. And it's like somebody would have trapped you or put you back into that dark space being with them because their life is full of shit and karma. And that's the thing. When you got to look at people's lives and see what's going on, and if they always having something going on, it's always a problem, that's a reflection for sure of what they've been up to. Because ain't no way every day it's some BS. Every day you don't have anything good to say? Nah, that's type crazy. Let's see, what does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles. Yeah, stay focused, keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused and keep your eye on the prize, because somebody definitely thought that they punani or they eggplant was going to keep you around or keep you spinning it. Spin that. That's what it's giving. Somebody thought that you was going to waste all your resources on them. So somebody's a mooch. Somebody's a leech. Oh, okay. What does Cancer need to know? Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody doesn't want to let go because you for sure were like the best thing they ever had, and you took good care of them, or you made it seem like you were going to take good care of them. I don't know. Somebody's like fantasizing about what could have been for sure. And if they gave it up, you know, they're kind of mad about that. They're mad that they gave it up and didn't get nothing really in return. Let's see. What does Cancer need to know? The Queen of Cups. What does Cancer need to know? Queen of Pentacles. What does Cancer need to know? King of Swords. What does Cancer need to know? Ace of Cups. I feel like continue being who you are. Somebody's gonna love you exactly for who you are. All right, you don't have to edit and critique yourself for somebody who isn't even working on themselves as it is. How is somebody going to tell you what to do, how to be, and they don't even want to work on themselves? Especially when it seems like this person or situation is just filled with misery. So how is a miserable ass person going to tell me what I need to work on? Like, boo, you need to get your shit straight as well. And I feel like, yeah, somebody was just putting you in bad energy. Somebody's showing up to your crib, your space where you live at, just being hella nasty, negative, rude. Like, what? How are you coming into my space and you tainting it with your bad energy? Now I gotta sage and cleanse this shit once you leave. Or matter of fact, you gotta go right now. As soon as you step in, you stepping out. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. Ugh. Somebody just is not. I don't even know why they try to portray themselves like they was ready for some shit and they not. As much as you have going on in your life and you know you want to be successful, I feel like you still was ready for a connection. All right. This person was not ready for a connection. They was just ready to hop on board to whoever was going to give them attention. That's what it's giving. Whoever's going to give them attention and make them feel worthy or some shit. Like, you should be feeling that way in general. You don't need somebody to make you feel worthy. What the fuck? So yeah, somebody is dead ass tripping out. What advice do we have for Cancer? What advice do we have for Cancer? The Nine of Cups. Yeah. Choose your wish fulfillment and what you want. Fuck it. If shit end bad, it end bad. Next. Look at that. The Fool. I'm telling you. I don't know. It seems like we're getting out of these shiesty relationships, connections, and finding something new. So yeah, your advice is definitely about pouring into yourself and making something out of nothing and new beginnings. If one thing don't work, next. For sure. And I feel like somebody wasn't even anything to dwell over. Look at that. Death at the bottom of the deck. Endings. Death. Six of Pentacles. Somebody was not generous at all. Somebody wanted you to be overly generous and caring and kind and stuff like that. Meanwhile, they're a piece of shit. They're mad, dark, gloomy, bring nothing to the table. Like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, what? Nine of Cups, the Fool. Yeah. I feel like you have a lot of people on your side or people that want to be with you. So choose your pick of the litter. It may sound crazy, but There's so many people in this freaking world. Like, you do not have to settle. You do not. You do not have to deal with shit that you don't want to deal with. Okay. What advice do we have for Cancer? The Star. 10 of Wands. What advice do we have for Cancer? The King of Cups. Yeah, for sure. Don't get in your feelings or emotions about something or lash out because somebody wants you to, you know, be upset. They want you to feel how they feel all the time, which is 24/7 miserable, angry, upset, things not going their way. Like, why the fuck would you want to feel like that? Even if somebody makes you mad, you're not going to stay mad forever. It's not going to be every day this person has to pay for it. No, every day you're trying to, you know, level up. Ugh. I do see you guys investing in yourself, and you know, maybe you're starting up a business or you want to have a social media presence or something like that. Regardless, you guys are pouring into yourself. So that's why, you know, some people just gonna have to beat it because they're not used to that. They're not used to somebody being secure within themselves and pouring into themselves and not just draining themselves for somebody else. Like, no, it's supposed to be equally yoked situation. So why the hell would you sit up here and pour all your energy into somebody that's not bringing nothing to the table? What the heck? No, you worked for what you have, so why would you let somebody just snatch that shit up out from under you? For what? Exactly. So somebody's mad that you're smarter than them. Basically, you're smarter than them. You don't have to deal with shit. It's quick cutoffs. You don't care. So yeah, advice is to not get stuck, you know, where you're not supposed to be at, and just keep moving forward. It's like, keep doing the shit that you usually do. If something doesn't work out, you just keep it pushing. That's what I'm seeing. Don't let somebody like loop you into some karmic dark circle. That's what I'm seeing, because that's what they are. It's like they are spawn of Satan or some shit. Like, I never seen somebody so chaotic, nasty, and just ugh. That's what I'm seeing. All you have to show for is nice, pure, good energy, and this other person is just clouding over. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. Somebody just trying to take over this reading with their negativity. They want you to feel how they feel, but you're not feeling that way, honestly. Because even you go from the 10 of Wands to the King of Cups, like, even through your circumstances, you're being mature about what the fuck is going on. Period. So continue to stay mature, stay vibrant, and don't let somebody steal your shine, your swag, whatever. Because somebody's really out to get you or make you feel some type of way. Baby, if it's not working, it's not working. Why the hell am I staying where it's not working at? Too grown for that. You know, nobody's trying to keep on wasting years and years and years and years on some bullshit. Once you learn, once you've been through them cycles, you do not want to keep going through that. You see the red flags and you dip and you get out of there. Point blank. So this is the message I have for you guys. I'll see you next time.